It's yours truly. Day 4, man. Part 4. I'm going to bring it all home. I might do a part 10-part series, but I just want to hammer it in, man. At the end of the day, you want to simplify, keep your life simple. Do what you need to do so you can do what you want to do and live the life you need to live. Let's say you do have a contract and you over communicate, you do all the communicating, and you let your the person, let that woman know this is what's gonna benefit my life, this is how I want it to go, and y'all agree, you good. And then as soon as y'all start disagreeing, it's up to you to either restructure that contract, make good on your contract, or terminate that contract. I cannot sit up here and explain anymore. But every time there is a action, there has to be some kind of consequence for that action. Good consequences, bad consequences. But it has to be a consequence. Like, yo, I want this shit to work. And I know a lot of you gonna be like, what about if she does agree to the contract and she just violating that motherfucker, right? Because women will do that. They'll sit up there and give you some good years on that contract and do good on that contract and start tripping, right? And you got good days, you got bad days. That's when you have to use your discernment and be the most alpha version of yourself. And I always tell you, never be afraid to walk away from a woman. I done seen a lot of cats in relationships that their woman is just straight up embarrassing their ass, and they wouldn't walk away. And they miserable. And I'm going to tell you, men, I judge a man, and I will always judge a man based on how his wife, his significant other, treats him. And I always have a respect for a man who could walk away from a woman who disrespect him. Because that's all that contract violation is. You're disrespecting me. You're disrespecting my organization. And you could do strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. You could do punishment. You could do sit down, talk. I like to sit down and talk with a woman and try to break her down on an emotional level and build her back up to where she feels good about the contract we're in. And that's like next level alpha male talk right there. That shit right there, you got to actually call me and you got to pay the fee. The game will not be sold. I mean, the game will be told and sold. That's the only way. The game is not told, it's sold. That's the game right there. I'm giving you $1 million worth of game. You got to pay for something. How to get your woman back on track. And I have that locked away in my vault, and I actually not deleted it, but I just took it down because I was like, ain't no way in hell I could do that. Because that's what's been missing in this red pill bullshit community. The red pill pissed me off. I used to love the red pill, but that's another story for another day. But the thing is, how to get your woman back on track. And y'all have to understand, once you do those steps, if I give you those steps, just because you do the steps doesn't mean she gonna get back on track. It's like trying to fix a car because you drove the car wrong without changing the oil so fucking much that the engine fucked up. Now you gotta throw it in the junkyard. Or you done cracked the axle. Or you done messed up the transmission because you ain't taking care of the whip. That's how it is. And sometimes, and I always say, and I was talking to this young lady one about a guy I know, and I'm like, man, she cheating on him left and right. And she was like, I gotta side with the woman. He done did something. And I usually say, nah, that woman been wanting to cheat. And maybe she did, but guess what? You make it much easier when you go to messing up. Because guess what? When you know you did everything you could as a man and gave her everything and you ain't mess up, it should be easy for you to walk away. Yeah, it's fucked up, but you did the right thing. And that's why I always say sometimes it's good to be a little bad guy, but you got to be the right bad guy. You can't be the wrong bad guy. You can't be that guy. You know what I'm saying? You can't be the wrong bad guy. It's all right to be the bad guy, but you got to know how to do it. I don't want y'all to be on these emotional roller coaster rides with these contracts. When the woman is violating the relationship, you got 3 options. You can stay, don't say shit, stay and say shit, or move on. Every time they violate it, you got those 3 rights. At the end of the day, those the only rights you have. You can't put your hands on them. I don't even want you cussing out, spitting at her, or anything. When I feel like I'm being violated by a woman, I just leave the environment. If it's my environment, I ask them to leave, or sometimes I let them stay. Go ahead, stay. I'll leave. We'll come back to this later, right? You got to teach a woman how to treat you. Some of them just not ready for all that. They just not ready, and they just want things their way so much because their ego is set up like that. And some of them just don't know how to be with a man. That eventually your contract gonna end or get violated. But the best thing is when you're walking away from a relationship or breakup, you want to walk away in peace. You want to walk away saying positive things to that young lady. You don't want to play no games because you might want it back one day, or she might want you back one day and act totally right for you. You know? Or y'all might be like, yo, we was arguing about some dumb shit. And, I want you guys to understand that. That's why I always simplify things. So just keep it simple for when, because one thing a woman's going to do, she's going to always try to change you. She's going to always try to change you, man. If you with a woman who you chill, laid back dude, and you don't do much, you like to stay at the crib in your free time, play the game, she's going to try to get you off that fucking game and have you go out and do shit. I done been there. Or if you a dude that's out with your friends, you be sliding in the streets, you be in and out, here and there. Guess what she gonna try to get you to do? She gonna try to get your ass to calm the fuck down. Sit down. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes you're very stoic and you with a woman who wants you to be more emotionally open to her. Guess what they're going to try to get you to do? Open up emotionally. Why? Because it's a form of control. It's the best type of control, too. The manipulative, emotional control. And guess what? Always remember, the woman fell in love with who she met. She didn't fall in love with what you could be. She fell in love with who you were. You have to remind her of that. You get what I'm saying? So when a woman enters her contract once she's in love, so whatever she think that contract is, that's what she gonna adhere to. And sometimes it don't even that, because they're so whimsical that shit might change. Like, oh, I loved you today. I done been around women who swore up and down and they miss me, and then I come in their presence, they don't miss me no more. And it's okay. They're women. It's a part of control. It's a part of wanting, longing. That's it. But you can't always give them what they want. Give them what they need. Right now, we need truth. We need truth from you men to be more alpha male minded, more scheduled, more structured in your thinking and in your life. Some women think my life ain't structured at all. I know exactly what the fuck I do. I know exactly what I'm doing. Sometimes my life is based, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to get something to eat, and everything else will fall in line, whatever I feel like doing after that. So, you know, like me, got a girl, I got to go through my contract damn near every other day. And I still don't go through it right. Sometimes I say damn near every other day, and sometimes I neglect doing it. Just what I need, A, B, and C. Are you providing A, B, and C? Okay, you don't have to. We'll get back to it. I always look at the value of a woman. Some women are very valuable. It just depends on what part of your life or what part of your being is she valuable to. Is she valuable to your spirit? Is she valuable to your emotions? Is she valuable to your pocket? I try to get the best woman possibly can that hit all the check marks. I'm talking about physically, mentally, emotionally, sexually, financially. I still to this day, I try to do it. I don't see how you cats date women that ain't got no money. That's a whole different story. How y'all date women that don't work and got jobs? Ain't that much housework in the world if it's just you and her. Right? So, and she ain't got more than 3 kids. It ain't no use of staying home like that. I don't know how we doing it, fellas, but we have to be the most alpha version of ourselves. I do want to talk about the relationships or contract, the friend version, the female friend version, because female friends, again, if they don't benefit you, why is she your friend? Y'all not on the same level. Y'all not doing it. Why is she your friend? I got female friends that are coworkers. They probably older than me. They could be my aunts. I consider them my friends because they look out for me. They add value to my life. They help me get my work done. You cats be out here with chicks who y'all call friends. They just really friend zoned your ass. You really like them. You really want to sleep with them. Some of them know it. Some of them know it and don't care. I respect the men who tell them, hey, look, I'm not your friend. I want to be with you like that. But we could be cool. And leave it at that. You can't consider a female. Hey, y'all gotta stop considering these females friends if they don't benefit you like the homies. Right? Like you gotta do it just like your male friends. If they fuck your girl, no good. If they fuck your money up, no good. If they fuck your business up in the street, no good. It's just like that. Sometimes some women are good to turn up with. Some women are. I have a couple homegirls. They help me. They make great wing. Your homegirl should be able to make a great wingman. Your homegirl should be able to get on the phone with another woman and get your relationship back if you messed it up. Nothing keep women in line like other women. And y'all don't use that shit to y'all advantage at all. Y'all don't. But stay tuned for more relationships or contracts. This gonna be the last one. As far as for a little minute, because I got some other stuff to address. Because I love you guys, but we got to get back on track. And I'm gonna keep hitting you off with this, good old alpha male, alphacology gems, because we need that. And I'm gonna bring someone now that because I felt like I was losing my way. I was doing a lot of features. I wanted to get back to just my voice on my podcast, and I bring others in as I go. I'm looking for a couple guests right now that's gonna kick y'all some good game that just give you a different alpha male perspective. I love it because it's more than one way to skin a cat. The way I skin my cat ain't gotta be the way you skin your cat. I might say relationships or contracts, and you need to let her know she need to do this, this, and this. And some cats might sit up there and say, hey, if she ain't submissive, get rid of her. Like, let's keep it. But most men, we keep it simple. We don't try to get into the nuances. I like to go into the nuances because y'all be hitting me off with some good ass questions. But the nuances really come from you actually understanding your environment, your situation, understanding a lot of stuff and not understanding a lot of stuff. Now it's a lot of nuances. That's why I say that relationship is a contract. If you feel like she's violating it, you need to sit down and talk with her. Over communicate. This what I like. This what I don't like. What are we gonna do to fix it? And if she don't want to fix it or she thinks it's not a problem, then that's fine. But a lot of this stuff comes from you guys not able to communicate with women. And women swear they're master communicators, and they are not. And we'll get to that a little bit later. That's why I said it's important for you to over-communicate. You know what I'm saying? I done been in plenty of situations and lifelong things with women where they don't ask how I'm feeling or what I'm doing. They just gonna say, why you ain't tell me? This how you felt. Hey, I to this day, I ain't meet a woman that was consistently asking me, hey, how you feel today? I don't get that. I might get it. I think the best woman that did it is my girl right now. She'll ask like once a week, you good? Maybe not. I gotta really check. I don't really be keeping score like that, but I just noticed they don't do it all the time. But it's not a requirement for me. But it just goes to show that, all right, we have to, and I'm an overthinker already, so we have to sit up there. You gotta turn, if you're an overthinker, you have to turn your overthinking into communication. I do a lot of that. And I talk. You got to do a lot of talk in the future, too. You got to talk, okay, when we do this together, this how I want this. Or when we start doing this, or when we start our business, this how I want it. You have to do that. You have to groom their mind. I like to call it grooming their mind, just grooming them. That's what a lot of over communication is grooming. I like when you're submissive. Please always stay submissive to me. They might not even like the S word. A lot of women don't like the S word, and it's very telling. It shows a lot. That's why I don't say it as much. I say it when it's kind of too late. Like, yeah, you cook, you clean, you were submissive today. I love that. And you got to encourage that. I love that. What you want? What you want for breakfast in the morning? What stuff like that. Whatever her love language is. Oh, you got any more time for me tomorrow? You want to spend a little bit more time together? You have to reward your woman. You got to. When she's doing what she need to do, you got to reward her. It ain't always got to be a big ass gift, but you got to reward her. You got, even if it's words of affirmation. Most of the time, we take that shit for granted because we so used to being with her and we so used to her doing it. But you still got to let her know it's like you hard to replace. But you can be replaced. I tell her that all the time. I tell her, hey, you hard to replace, but man, you can. Don't play with me. I'll find another one. That's just how life goes. You guys, we gotta stop getting stuck on beauty. We all should have a range. A dime, a bad bitch is not a range. I talked to a young man before. I only date bad bitches. That's your problem now. The bitches you date are bad and they're bitches. That's the thing. That's the problem now. You don't want to date them. You want to date women, beautiful women. And that's a big range. I like a woman that's beautiful. Light up a room when she smile. When she smile, my mood change. That's what I usually go for. I usually go for energy. And when a woman has a certain energy to change a mood, she always has a very attractive look to her. So always remember that. That's $1 million worth of game. If you trying to choose a wife, make sure she can light up a room with her smile. I ain't never met a chick that could light up a room with her smile that wasn't pretty, that wasn't attractive. That's all you need. That's all you need. And they could do that for years. They could do that for years. So, we gonna keep this shit moving, man. I got a lot of stuff that I've been trying to just be more consistent on Alphacology, man. We've been rocking with each other for years now, bruh. It gotta be 6-some years. 2019, 5 years, my bad. Since June 2019, I've been on my Alphacology shit. Since June 2019, man, and I've been rocking. I did jump on YouTube for a little bit. I'm going to jump back on the tube. I'm going to be rocking on the tube again. And I'm going to come better this time. Better camera, better mic, better visuals. Because it's a lot of my brethren out there, you know, that has surpassed me because they were just consistent. They were just consistent, more consistent than me. And that's been a big battle of my life where when I put my all into it, I'm the best that could be. When it comes to the alpha male shit, you know, talking about being a man, I'm the best that could be. When I'm consistent, when I'm focused, when I'm one track minded on my purpose. But when I'm not, and I'm here, I'm there, I'm like bing, 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 like a pinball. I'm trying to hit all the lights. And I ain't out here chasing women either. That was my first battle. As long as I stopped chasing women, this alphacology shit gonna explode. And it exploded. I stopped chasing women. But new level, new devil. Now I'm like, I need more grind. I need more money. Start chasing that bread. When the whole time I could have just been putting out my content and the money would have came. The investments would have came. I had people ready to invest in me. So, got to be consistent with your product. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to give it my all, bruh. So, but I'm going to tell you the most important contract you got, the most important relationship you got right now is with yourself. Outside of the Most High, the most important relationship you got is with yourself. Stop violating your contract with yourself. Stop violating your contracts. A lot of you cats don't even know why a woman violating your contract. It's because you violating your own damn contract. You're not respecting your own time, your own self. And women do it subconsciously. They don't even know they doing it. I tell dudes all the time, I say, man, that girl don't respect you because you don't respect yourself. You don't carry yourself the way you need to carry yourself. You got to carry yourself like a blessing, and she going to treat you like a blessing. Carry yourself like a king, she going to treat you like a king. If you carry yourself like a fiend, she going to treat you like a fiend. If you carry yourself like a dog, she gonna walk you like one. It's that simple, bro. So you gotta understand that. They're meant to do what they supposed to do. They gonna help you regardless. Whether you know it or not, a woman could be a lesson or a blessing. Both lessons and blessings are there to help you. If you can't see it, too bad. Them lessons can destroy you if you don't learn them, though. But all lessons help you get the blessings. Like I always say, man, don't get me to rapping on here. This is not tea, it's protein. Peace out.